Good morning, everybody. It's Melanie and Lucky coming to you from the Outer Banks, North Carolina. We're at the farm right now, and he's having some grass munches. I stay out here so when I can, so he can get the snacks he needs, and I wish he had grass like this all year. Maybe one day soon. I wanted to get on here and talk about why I chose to be vegan and how that has impacted my life as a horse owner. So we became vegan by accident. We stumbled into a plant-based diet. And by we, I mean myself, my husband, and my 3 girls. And we fell into this plant-based diet due to health reasons and health concerns. And in that process, I started looking into what vegan was and what it meant to be vegan. And I started to learn some really scary things, and I started to see all the videos and the documentaries. And I had just shipped him down. He'd just gotten here to the Outer Banks when all of this happened. And I was like, well, I can't stop riding him. It's what he would expect. It's like what we do. It's who we are. He would feel alone. He would feel like neglected. And so I kept riding, thinking I was doing something good. I started teaching Lily how to ride. She was 5. And then a year later, we had moved out to this place here, and I was bareback riding him with a rope halter on because I just didn't want to bridle anymore, and I didn't want to do a saddle anymore. I gave all of my tack away. $3,000 worth. And he and I would come and ride, and then one day he bucked me off, and that was the wake-up call that he didn't want to be doing what I thought he wanted to be doing. He didn't want to be there with me. He didn't want to be used like that. He was his own being. And I'd been bucked off many times. I've broken my back off this here guy. I have suffered many an accident from this here fellow. However, with the understanding and the knowledge that I had, and the information that I had, I no longer felt the same way about his behavior. I didn't punish him, and I didn't get back on, and I just walked him home and said, he doesn't want this. And that was the day that I realized my enjoyment did not trump the freedom of another sentient being existing on this planet at the same time as me. Since we're looking at a horse's ass, we're going to shift. And so since that day, I have not ridden him. Our girls haven't ridden him. We pay now an astronomical amount of money to have him here, where I'm filling waters and picking stalls and doing all the things while paying, along with the other people that pay and have their horses here. And at one point, it was a car payment for me, and I chose not to have a car because we were a one-income family, and it was more important to me that this guy had a home, a stable environment, a life, than for me to have freedom to drive. Sorry, it's taken me a minute to gather my thoughts here. I have a lot of emotion behind all of this. So, I guess the moral of the story is that it is possible to change our behaviors and change our relationships and change who we thought we were and who we thought we were becoming. Stop. Relax. That's a training tool where you strap a halter and a lead rope, and then if they step on themselves, they don't freak out. Something he's done since he was a baby, so he was trained for that. Our dog used to be able to walk him, Huckleberry, from the moment he was like a little 4-month-old puppy. I should find that video and post it here. So it is possible to change our relationships. It is possible to change who we thought we were and who we thought we were becoming. And I thought I was becoming an amazing horsewoman and an eventer and somebody that was going to travel around and do all these shows. And I broke my back 7 days later because that's not who I was meant to be. And through this process of change and through this process of choosing to do something different and be different, it's hard. It feels uncomfortable. It feels very lonely. I don't fit in with the horse people because I think that they think I'm always judging them, and I'm not. I know that they're on their journey, and I know that they don't see or perceive things the way that I do, and that they don't understand how I could feel the way that I do. Or the other option is I think that they think I'm full of shit and I know nothing, but it has nothing to do with that. I choose not to infringe on his freedom as a person. I see him as a person. I see him as a human soul in an animal body. Because deep down inside, we're all the same. We all come from sacred geometry and we all come from God. So yeah, that's my video for today. I hope it might bring you a little bit of insight into your life, into how maybe you treat the animals around you, how you treat your dog or your cat or your bunnies. I mean, everybody's meant to have freedom, right? Your birds, your insects, your reptiles. And you know what? If you do have pets and you don't take them out in nature enough and you don't give them enough freedom, I bet they would love you so much more if you did and you tried. I want to send you all so much peace, so much love, so much namaste. I'm watching the dragonflies and listening to the birds and feeling the nature, and it feels good today. So I'm sending you all the love. Adios, my friends.